is there something else I can do, or am I just like, okay, go help your team or that stuff? Because it's like I said in both sessions, like it's hard for me to be impactful in the mid game because I'm always feeling like like I'm useless, or if something happened that I'm here, it's good, but it's like I'm not like doing something, right? If something happened, it happened something, but I can't like control something.
Yeah, but you have to just give yourself the opportunity to, just in case it happens, you're there. Like you can't just control your teammates. You just have to just go for the highest chance play. As in, if I see a fight top lane that is big, I move towards there and nothing happened, and then I go back to mid and I say I wasted my time. I didn't really waste my time because next game I'm gonna make the same decision. I'm gonna make a triple kill. So you have to try to see, is this decision good? Not like, did I get kills? Because if you're gonna be like, well, I got kills, of course it was a good decision. Well, no, like you don't you have to judge your decision based on the result. You have to ask yourself, was this decision good in this case? And then you play from there.
Yeah, good. But I think he was the first one who just queued the wave. So maybe, I mean, I'm not sure. Like maybe it was also my attention to push, but maybe I was just like reacting to his play because like he got to the wave queued and I was like, okay, let's push, right? So,
because the Seraphim is full support item. Look at her damage right here. Like you can't say she pushes, but you can also say she doesn't push. Look at the minions right here.
Yeah, it's the damage, but it's like maybe more the intention.
The intention, the mindset, yes.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm also had the mindset in that moment to push the lane, so I can't say it's like your
yes.
fault, right? So it's,
and even the fact you push it, like you E first, then you Q like this, very bad. You should Q from here, all of the minions like this. You never use your E to kill the minions because it's like 13 seconds cooldown. It's so big. Yeah. It's like we don't talk about. We have to play a lot more Varus, and maybe just try to find 3 champions that you really love, and then just we go for those. Okay, 16-0-0. Let's see what happened here. Let's see. Okay, so you move to Drake. This is good. Very good. Played it super good. Spacing is very nice. You eat very nice. You Q'd very nice. Very good. Overall, nice spacing. Overall, played it pretty good. You'd go bot. You push the wave. We don't talk about how you pushed it. We talked about what you did. You did good. You pushed the wave here. Q all of the minions. Again, we eat, but not talk about that. And then here this ulti, I mean, you got the tower, you should have just recall and go mid, but you just try to punish the Jhin, no problem. The only problem that I saw here is that you push the wave, which is really good, you recalled, which is really good. In this case, you shouldn't really go.
I know this play, yeah.
You should tell your Ari to go bot lane here. Like you can't really go to bot lane here. I mean, you can, if you're forced to, like let's say Ari is right here and she's taking a wave, and you're just going bot, and that's fine. But if you can tell her to just go bot, which in this specific situation, based on her positioning and based on her wave, and based on the minion wave mid, she has a lot of time to go bot to catch it.
I think I even pinged her to go bot lane.
Did you? Because you went bot, look. And then she went.
Yeah, okay, she went.
She went, right? So next time, the correct call is ping on her head, ping bot lane. That's the call. And if she still goes mid, that's when you go bot. So the mindset is I try to do my best to tell them what to do, what I think is the best. But if they don't trust me or if they don't follow, I always have a solution to like, okay, no problem, I go bot. So that's how it should be. Go mid lane. Okay, and then 20-0-0, we should have been more active in the mid game. This can be a big mistake if it's like in high diamond. And I will show you right now what I mean. So,
yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, because I was thinking, should it be earlier on the mid lane, or what was the problem in this?
The problem in the Ari department?
No, because like more
right here.
About, yeah, because you said this mistake, and should I be earlier in mid lane, or?
So the fact that in general, if you're going bot lane, you isolate yourself. You have two items. You want to be in a fight. They can't. If I'm Kiana and I play against Varus, I probably just press surrender. I don't want to play against Varus because I can't walk up on him unless he makes a big mistake, or unless I have vision in the jungle and I can sneak behind him, unless I can flank him, unless I can flash on him and he has no sums. But it's very difficult for you to achieve this as Kiana. So you need to be mid lane. Ari can easily push the wave, go mid. She has a lot of mobility. She benefits a lot from the 1v1 potential against Kiana. But if you're bot lane, you're against Kiana, you don't like it.
True.
So you don't want to isolate yourself.
The question is, at what item point I want to group? because I think it would be there is a scenario where it would be more worth for me because I'm maybe
Yeah.
behind or something to go
Yeah.
bot lane. So
Yeah.
what is like the thumb rule? I say it like.
I mean, first condition is get the bot tower. That's usually the first condition, even though sometimes you can also group mid lane even without tower taken.
Yeah.
Second condition is 1 item and a half. Like that's the minimum. Or
At this point.
or in some cases, if you're extremely ahead, you can also do it with 1 item. Let's say you're playing Draven, you have like 1 item and you're 10-0. I mean, sure, you can go mid a bit earlier because you got the tower in like, what, 12 minutes.
Okay.
But that's very specific situation. Usually 1 item and a half, 2 items, that's kind of the boundary, the threshold.
Okay.
Are you an AD carry main struggling to make an impact in your games? Is your damage output disappointingly low, leaving you feeling frustrated and powerless in the role you love? Introducing our specialized coaching program designed to supercharge your AD carry performance. Imagine a world where your damage, decision making and farming skills are 10 times better and the outcome of your games is no longer left to chance. Meet Chase, just like you, he was once stuck in the same position, facing low damage and inconsistency in his games. Let's see what happened after his coaching experience, from Diamond 4 to Master Tier. Wow! And here is Jordan and Brett, both transformed into formidable AD carry after the coaching session. These success stories aren't just isolated cases, they are a part of a community of over 3,243 players who benefited from the coaching program. If it worked for them, why not for you? Picture yourself as an unstoppable AD carry. It's not a dream, it's your potential with the coaching session. Don't wait any longer, visit Visite.com, book your coaching and become the AD carry the enemy team hates to play against.
Was he too slow to push that wave? He wasn't really slow, he shouldn't really be pushing though. How can I improve his mechanics? With drills, with playing other champions with other dynamics, practicing more in practice tool, and other things. Good. 20-0-0, be more active in mid game. So you push this. This is really nice. You flash the Malphite ulti. You recall immediately. So I would have liked you to actually be a little bit more active on the map. As in right now, the wave is mid lane is super pushed. Super pushed. You can't really go mid lane here. You should be looking top lane and you should be looking to hover there. Look at this. Let's see this. So you move mid lane, that's fine. You have a mid lane wave here. You should look top lane to see what's going on. Because maybe you can hover that. Because the mid wave is so pushed. Look at this. Because look how much time you're wasting mid lane to wait the wave. True, but what if you just pad there? Look at Ari. She just TP'd top. Look at this. She just TP'd top with Ari. So instead of waiting, like when you're in this situation and she TP'd, and the wave is really far away. If the wave is far in front of you, just take it and move after, sure. But if the wave is really far away, you can also look to hover. And if you see the play is dead or it's over, you can go back to mid lane. Or you can go, literally just go there. Or you go, and as you go, Kiana is going to push mid lane to take this tower. Then still you go back to mid lane. So I'm not saying move there no matter what. I'm saying give yourself the opening, hover. If something really good happens, you can even go. Why not? If not, and Kiana is pushing, you can always go back to mid lane. But give yourself the opportunity. Diamond 3, Diamond 2 players, they are very bad at this. The best players that they do this well is Samira players or champions or Jean or Kaisa players. Players that they depend a lot on the engage of the teammates and on.
My question now: if I'm moving, if I would hover right now top lane, the wave is into the enemy turret, and
like right now.
Happened. Yeah, and like right now, I'm removing, and maybe nothing happened, and my team died, and that stuff. Should I take the top lane wave? Should I take camps, or just take the safe lane, go mid again?
Yeah, you don't want to be top lane to take the farm because someone like the enemy top laner is gonna be there, so you don't want to go there. So you move. If the play is dead, you can always go back to mid because you want to be mid as Varus lethality. You're not Ilaoi to or Jax, you know. So unless it's a huge wave top lane, you want to catch it, you should be looking to stay mid and not isolate yourself from the others. You should try to stay like Zerat playstyle, like mid lane, just hover your teammates, stay behind of your support, and that's it. Okay, and then the last mistake here, you push, okay, and then again you just hover this guy. See what you're gonna do here. Yeah, I remember this. Let's see the play here. So you try to ulti. This is good. You try to E, you try to Q, and then here you never E like this because you don't have any stacks of passive on him. You should walk up, auto attack him first, and then use your E with the passive, right?
Yeah, true.
And then here you shouldn't really back off. You easily kill him. You have cleanse, you have potion. He's most likely gonna go on you anyways in the wave. You just cleanse his taunt and GG.
Yeah, true.
So super scared, super scared here. Because your lethality, he's only one level up, so which on AD carry is not really that big of a deal. Could have been worse. So the summary is the mechanics can be much better. We need to do something with the champion pool. The camera control sometimes is holding you pretty hard. You are too inactive in the mid game. We are a bit autopilot in terms of the wave management and playing quick side.
Definitely.
And all in all, you have much better fundamentals. You improve the wave management from the last coaching session. The tracking of the abilities is better. So you're on the right path for the goal you have. So this is pretty good.
Okay, one question here. How do I impact myself more in the mid game? Because, like you said, is there anything else I can do? Because you said you want to stay as a lethality virus in mid lane. Okay, you say something on the map happens. You always this is like the question: are you always trying to hover the going back to your wave and just
in mid game?
There? Yeah, in mid, just mid game, not late game. We're just talking about like you took like bot lane turret, you take mid lane wave, hovering the play. Nothing happened or something happened, you go back to mid lane. It's like the only possibility I can do on the map. Is like
not really. Like you need to play with your teammates. Like for example, if your top laner is just pushing top lane and you all mid lane, you need to play with most of your teammates. If most of your teammates play Drake, you play Drake. If most of your teammates push mid, you play mid. Like side lane only matter to a point where more than 2 people are there. Like 3 people are there. You're mid lane and you're like pushing the wave and you're hovering. In this case, it's important because it's 3 people on the side lane. You usually use the rule, I stay around the most of the people. Like if most of the people are bot, I stay around bot. So that's how you see it. So really your job as an AD carry is trying to get as much in mid game, is trying to be with your teammates as much as possible while still getting farm. And you always prioritize to stay with more than one guy. Like if you're hovering the Jax, the Lawi that has hull breaker, that is split pushing, that's not good. You'd rather hover your jungle or hover someone else.
So always like at least one, but in better case 2.
Well, yeah, 1 I would avoid it. I would just take the mid wave, for example. Yeah. But minimum 2, I would say minimum 2.
I mean, be around, right? I don't need to
just
with both
be around. Yeah.
Lane. It's just like if they're going in Drake, I can like do the like mid lane wave and
yes.
to help with stuff. Okay, is there something else I can do, or am I just like, okay, go help your team or that stuff? Because it's like I said in both sessions, like it's hard for me to be impactful in the mid game because I'm always feeling like like I'm useless, or if something happened that I'm here, it's good, but it's like I'm not like doing something, right? If something happened, it happened something, but I can't like control something.
Yeah, but you have to just give yourself the opportunity to, just in case it happens, you're there. Like you can't just control your teammates. You just have to just go for the highest chance play. As in, if I see a fight top lane that is big, I move towards there and nothing happened, and then I go back to mid and I say I wasted my time. I didn't really waste my time because next game I'm gonna make the same decision. I'm gonna make a triple kill. So you have to try to see, is this decision good? Not like, did I get kills? Because if you're gonna be like, well, I got kills, of course it was a good decision. Well, no, like you don't you have to judge your decision based on the result. You have to ask yourself, was this decision good in this case? And then you play from there. So the most important thing is you don't need to judge your performance based on, did I carry the game? We check like LVS ladder. And we can just go for, let's see, rank 5 AD carry. Do you think this guy is carrying every single game on Kai'Sa that he plays? Like look at this, he's 12-1 in one game for a 24, he can't carry 13-7. Okay, he played mid lane, look, 5-5, 12-6. So he is doing good, he is consistent, he is, but he's not always winning. Look at this, he's not always doing it. Look, 9-5, 6-6, so he is useful. He has a lot of games, look, 8-8. He's 8-8 right here. And he's winning the game. He wasn't carrying, but compared to the Caitlyn, look how much damage he did. 23 to 16. Caitlyn was 3-9. Same thing with your game. It doesn't matter if you change with the Jhin though, because look, you did more damage than the Jhin with 5k, which is reasonable. And then look at his farm, look at your farm. It's huge, huge. So usually damage is more important because there are many people that will have a lot of farm, but they don't do damage, which is not what you want to do. But compare yourself with the enemy AD carry damage, farm, and dead ratio. That's what you need to compare yourself with.
So the problem is, like you said earlier before, the problem is that I'm lacking of damage in the mid game, or like in the whole game, right? So do you think that hovering and always trying to be with like at least like 2 people like in near your space in mid lane is like improving on the damage?
Yeah, it can improve on the damage because you'll start moving towards top, and then you see that it's actually a good fight. You go in a fight and you do more damage. Yeah.
Okay.
You will also do more damage as you want to watch more pro players play only 2 champions and get really good on these champions. So you will improve a lot your damage like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I will probably like. The problem is like, if I play Varus because I'm playing in right now match and it's a good champ, right? I like Jhin because Jhin is like really strong right now. But I also think that I should play more Xayah because like is probably my most played champion, and in the earlier seasons, in last season, it's like my most win champions is like that champion I can play like really good mechanically, from like mechanics, ultimate, feathers, and that stuff. So I should probably play her more because like I know this champion probably the most. But it's like the question like because playing like as example Lucian, because like if my support is playing Milio, I can play Lucian. It's really strong lane, but like the comfort pit would be Xayah, Varus, or Jhin, but in this case it would be really good if I'm playing this champion and that stuff, if you know what I mean. So.
Yes, but the thing is, if you play Lucian with Milio and you're gonna have a Lucian of let's say 60% Lucian, like compared to 100% Diamond Lucian player, or you're just gonna play Jhin and your Jhin is a lot better, but it's okay, it's with Milio, but you're gonna play him at 90%. I mean, you're gonna play better. You're gonna just have a higher win rate chance. Yes, I wouldn't tell you the same if you actually are in Diamond 1. Because in Diamond 1, Diamond 2, things starts to be a bit different. You need to play a bit for draft. A bit, not much. Then in Master Tier, a bit more. But if you do this in Emerald, or if you do this, it's a bit... It's like I try to teach you how to drive, and in the first lesson we make drifts. You know, we do, like it's not practical. Okay, it can help you at some point, but it's like okay, it's never gonna happen. Like
yeah, I know what I mean. I know what you want.
So that's the only thing. And maybe you can also play on another account these champs if you really like have fun playing them. Because realistically speaking, and let me see if I can find an example. Everest ladder. Oh, maybe I can. Yeah, I can show you my this. Okay, this account last season I played with 200 ping.
Okay.
200 ping from bronze, and so here it says Emerald 170 LP, but I actually got it to diamond. So I did the climbing with 200 ping, and you can see right here I played basically only Ashe. Only Ashe, and I have 65% win rate and with 200 ping. I only played Ashe. I didn't care. Do I have peel? Do I have? I don't give a shit. I play Ashe because I played good. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, sure. If I get to Diamond 1, it will completely change everything. Like I'm gonna play for the draft. I'm gonna play, but I think the best that you can do is like, okay, he picked Milio. Theoretically, Lucian would be good. But let me see from my pool. I play Miss Fortune, really good. Jhin, really good. Varus, really good. From these 3 champions, let me see from my comfort pick what is the best with Milio. Instead of being like, okay, what would Gumayushi play here? Because it's good, but it's this thinking that you have right now with the Lucian is like, let's try to climb a bit first before anything else.
Yeah, okay. That's a good idea.
Okay, good. So what was the most useful information that we've got today in the coaching session? Let's make a card.
I mean, like, I personally don't know if it still worked, but I think that point with the just hover your teammates is really useful, because it's obvious, because if you moving to them like you said, and you get really like you moving in time because you're hovering top lane as example, like we watched, and actually there is a fight going on and I can help. I can maybe carry the fight, doing damage, maybe not, but at least I were here and could like impact that situation if I'm like strong enough or played it good enough. So it's like you have a little bit more control. Obviously I don't know in practice because I just heard it the first time, so yeah. So probably like in theory I think this is the best tip for my mid game, because mid game was my biggest issue. Second thing is probably also, okay, again, wave management on the bot lane, but not the early wave management, more like after we fight it, because I have the feeling like if you playing on bot lane, like till the first item I'm focusing on the wave management, and then if I have like the first item, I'm like, okay, I'm pushing, or I'm not pushing in this situation. But it's not like I'm slow push. I mean, like I had 1 or 2 like plays where I slow pushed, but it's like I could do it more. Or like you said, you poked on the Jhin and on the Lux, you could just like WQ and step up to the wave and just don't touch it, right? So it's like I'm pushing the wave. If I have my item, just brain Afka.
Yes.
If I don't need to, because like you said, like a Jhin has an item, I have an item, and I poke the enemy Lucian, enemy Lux, and she needs to recall in this situation, otherwise she died. The wave is pretty good on my side, so I really just could just stay behind my minions, and I'm not saying that my minions, like not touching the minions, and just like trying to zone off the Jhin, because he can't do anything in this situation. So I could get like more CS advantage about the Jhin. He don't get like the XP if I'm really good with the zoning, and if the Lux coming back, I can just go back to my minions and I get anyways the minion advantage, the CS advantage, the gold advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let me see something else. Okay, we talked a little bit about leash. Okay, champion pool, limitations.
Yeah, definitely.
Camera control. This was a bit iffy if you put 50%.
So just to interrupt you there, it's more like just to move more to the enemies, more up to the
yes,
for the plating. So
yes, okay. To see the HP of the enemies first of all, so you can actually be able to judge whether you can go for the poke on one person or another based on the HP. 2 is when someone is doing Drake, you need to pay attention to the Drake's HP, pay attention to your jungle HP, pay attention to priority mid lane, pay attention to the vision, and all what you do is move your camera there to see exactly what you have and what you don't have. This is what I mean by camera control. Okay. And then a bit of wave management, as you said, 30%. Okay. Good. All in all, this was you played pretty well today's session. Definitely see big improvements. The champion limitation can hold you back a little bit. Be careful with your mindset, as in like what you think should happen, as in okay, my expectation is to be 5-0 in the lane, do the best damage, and you're not always gonna do damage. As I said in the very beginning, if you remember, I said okay, you play with a Seraphim against a Lux, a Jhin, you need to get the CS advantage. That's all. Yeah. That's all. I didn't say, okay, let's carry the game, let's win, No, this is the matchup, this is what we need to do. We need to scale. Seraphim is gonna carry late game, easy. So have the realistic expectations, and when you're comparing with someone in the game to see if you're better or not, compare it with enemy carry. Not be like, okay, I didn't carry it because enemy KL was 14-0. Well, sure, yeah. But you were 9 farm per minute, enemy carry is 6 farm per minute, you did 40k damage, you did 20k damage. You did your job. Play like this next game, you're gonna win. So compare yourself with the AD carry, not with the other people. And then if you feel like you're tilted, more breaks in between games. Personally, I do 3 games block, 3-4 games block. Then you take a bit of a pause. 3 games block. Then you take a bit of a pause. You can play a warm up as well every game to have a better mechanics. Yeah. Because that was gonna help you with your performance inside of the game. If you're tilted, just change the account. True. Change account when tilted. Warm up more, and you can also do more VOD reviews. If you see that you're tilted and you're like very frustrated that you lost, we did this coaching, so now you kind of know what you need to look at. Just look a little bit more at your games to see like what did I do wrong, because every time when your support is doing something wrong, don't worry. Okay, he's doing something wrong. 60% of the decision is his, 40% of the decision is yours. You saw that Seraphim tried to push the wave. That's a bad decision, no problem. You also followed. That's also your mistake. Yeah, so definitely. Look for your mistakes more. Okay. Consistency is gonna happen from fixing this pool first, taking more breaks and not playing on tilt. Yeah. That's gonna happen. In terms of the summoner spells, you have some situations like exhaust here, for example. Yes, true. Katarina, Trundle, Viego, but against Kog'Maw Lulu, you need to get heal because you need to win the lane. It doesn't matter if you're gonna have exhaust in the late game if you lose the lane.
Okay, just one question. Do you really think, because like the only reason like you will never see on my whole list on the OPBGG that they take heal is just because I had a lot of players, I mean like obviously high healer I'm not, right? But like a lot of people said like it's not worth to take heal because exhaust is better because like if you exhaust it the right timing, you can actually win this fight. So it's I just like listened to someone and like okay, he know what he says because he's like in like challenger, right? So but it's like is it worth to take the heal because like yeah, at some place it's worth, but also
yeah, the problem is that you're also really high range. Like exhaust is much better than most likely any summon spell in the game. The thing is, it's unrealistic for Miss Fortune, Ashe, Caitlyn, Jean to think that you're gonna exhaust the Kog'Maw in the lane or the Lulu. Like let's look at this. Look at this. Do you see anyone in pro play with exhaust? You're not gonna see too much. Okay, sure, if they have Tristana, AD carry, or someone that jumps hard on you, maybe you can consider it. But Ghost, heal, can't go wrong with that. And you can, I think not even 1% is exhaust because you have a lot of range. Kog'Maw is never gonna be in your range for the exhaust. Same thing with Lulu. Even though it's a very good spell, it's very OP. It's not realistic that a Jean, Ashe, Caitlyn, MF can use it. Yes, with Draven, you are face to face with the people, get exhaust. Yes, with Lucian, you dash into the face, use exhaust, easy peasy. Yes, with Xayah, people jump into you anyways, you use exhaust. Sure, these champions, but you play Varus Lethality with exhaust. Okay, sure, you're gonna be, it's like playing Zerat with exhaust. Okay, sure, but you're not gonna get hit by anyone anyways, and if Zed catches you, he's gonna kill you anyways. So be careful with the exhaust. Same thing in these situations. Heal is good. Ghost is broken. You definitely should learn how to play with Ghost because you have a lot of plays that you can make with Ghost. TP I wouldn't personally recommend you in solo in low elo. In high elo is different. And yeah, so this is like my recommendation. You're gonna see on Jean as well. Jean UGG, you can look for it. No one is, I mean, very specific situations they will go, but as you can see right here, not many people do it. And you see this is like challenger 10k games Jean players, like they know the Jean. Like if they don't know the Jean, no one knows how to play Jean. True. So even when pro players want to learn to play a champion, they just look at like those one trick ponies. Okay, so that's the summon spell. Be careful with that. And then that you don't really feel useful as an AD carry, just try to compare yourself with the enemy AD carry and you're gonna feel more useful.
Okay, that's true. That's a good point.
Because you're also gonna feel like you're a lot of frustration, like oh shit, I didn't carry again, I played bad. Maybe not.
Yeah. I have one question for you because like it's like I'm not getting. It's like if I'm you have it sometimes you say like you need to communicate with your team, right? But my problem is like at some point someone is trying to do he's like writing something what's completely wrong, and the problem is I'm a big argue guy. I like to argue with people.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, and like not just because I want someone to tilt him or something, because like if I know someone is wrong, I want him to just tell him that he's wrong and that isn't that way. Because like if someone is like flaming someone and saying, "La, that's your bad, you shouldn't do that way," and I'm like, "Nah, actually he should do that way," and then there is a discussion, right?
Yeah, I see.
And it's not like if someone is like tilting and flaming, I can mute him, right? But if sometimes I'm wasting like my energy because my jungler is like, yes. Oh no, we shouldn't do Baron in that moment, and I'm like, yo bro, enemy 3 people bot lane, we saw the jungler, enemy top lane about 100 HP, we should really do Baron, and then I'm trying to argue because I think it's the best play, and that's just useless sometimes. But it's like just me, right? I should probably just mute the person.
Yeah, it's because even if 2 challenger players will argue about that, they will probably have their points. You see a lot of this discussion where a challenger players flames another challenger players because they just think a bit different about the game. They want to play the game different, and you see that with pro players as well. It's because there is no objective truth about what you should be doing at the moment. That's the problem. That's the problem, right? Because maybe you're right, but maybe he's also having a point. That's the thing. So usually I would try to not argue or argue little or try to maybe honestly just mute all, and if you want to type something like we should have done Drake or whatever, you can, but at least you're not gonna see what they type, so you just see what you type, so it's gonna like kind of you write when you want to write, they listen, they don't listen, but at least you don't see what they type, so you don't get triggered. That's a way.
I get easily triggered. That's my problem.
Yes. No, it makes sense.
I mean, just a human, right? But what the problem is, like sometimes I playing, then like as example, maybe you have to sometimes you do a mistake as an AD carry, and you know you do the mistake, like you cancel an auto attack as Varus, you didn't hit your WQ, and they're like, okay, happens, right? Nothing happened really strange, and it's not lost the game, and then your support starting to like flaming you or like push, like one game is like really they pushed my wave just like 24/7 to tilt me.
But did you tell them something, or
like, what?
Did you tell, like, did you talk with them, or what? Why did they?
No, it's like one game I can actually that was the Jin game. I have a support where I missed my WQ as a Jin, like was my mistake, I should hit it, right? But at that point my supporter really just griefed the game. He was just like, I didn't write anything to him, I didn't say anything. He was just like, yeah, fuck you, man. And then he just like go top lane, push top lane wave, and then we're like broken. And after that game, the next game, probably I should like do at that moment break. I mean, the next game I won. The next game I won, I played pretty good, but I was really mad, right? I was pushing the wave. I'm seeing a play I don't like, and I was like, oh, you fucking. I mean, I did write it, right?
Yes.
But I was like thinking, oh, this stupid and because I was just like tilted for the preview game. Because,
exactly. Yes.
Because the problem is you can't play League of Legends like a machine. You always have your emotions, and that's like one of my biggest issues, because it's like, you know, frustrating.
Yes. That makes sense. Makes sense. Maybe you can. What I do personally, if I play in low elo, and it's not for everyone, when they say something to me, let's say I'm playing in like gold, and they say, "Oh, you're fucking bad. You should have done this." I say, "My bad," and I mute him. Literally, mute him immediately. Just because if I say my bad, he's like, oh shit, he knows that this is bad. Man, this shit guy, I hate him. But then he's gonna be like, okay, let me play with him. At least he said my bad, you know? True. Because if you're trying to go back and like, okay, but no, it's your bad. Okay, if I'm Brand, I'm taking your wave. Just give me your wave. This is my wave. So at least don't try to make it work. But again, you can try it. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't work. But as long as you don't try to trigger him, as in if he flames you that you're not following him, and you're still like just backing off intentionally to show him that you're not following him, like kind of like triggering him. It depends a lot on your body language as well, and like how you, and because people will expect things from you most of the times. But the rule of thumb is pretty simple. You mute all, you try to talk with them, and if they listen, they listen. If they don't listen, they don't listen. Also for the mid game, okay, I don't know. You probably don't have my Patreon, but I will give you some videos. I have here like a AD carry must watch search, and it's how to AD carry in season 14, ruler analysis, how a challenger player thinks, how to attack move, how to positionate, AD carry stream. This is I want to show you because it's 5 hours, it's 6 hours only with AD carry explaining. So you can literally copy my decision making. This I'm gonna give it to you. 1 hour and 5 hours, so you can see them. You have tier list, you have how to play with the bad support, drills, improve. Look at this. Lane plus macro. This is good for you. How to lane again. So you have lots of videos. I will show you like these videos. I'll give you just 2 streams. You can watch more streams, and you can also watch the YouTube. The Patreon is a bit better because it's more clean, like information. On YouTube we have like 700 videos, 800, but you can watch these 2 streams, and then whenever, because this week I will play AD carry, if you want to tune into the stream and watch it, or like watch on YouTube, it's going to help you a lot. You can just watch literally 1 per day with the YouTube, and it's going to be very good for you, very good for you. Because here I do the mid game, so you can see how I hover, how I move. I'm also doing like educational content.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm doing also VOD reviews on myself, so you can definitely watch this session.
Okay.
But that's
thank you very much. That's good.
It's pretty good. Okay, so let's go to the questions. Is there anything else that I can do for you today, David?
Questions, I don't think, but I will probably just warn you a little bit, because I will, because like the reviews help me because I know that that point, like the things we focused on, I improved from the last sessions to this session. So I really like the way you coach. So we'll probably get like, I will like focusing like in 1-2 weeks on this improvement. I rewatch the video again and that stuff, and trying to work on that thing what we are talking today. I will probably go next time, or I will coach you like again, I will take a coaching session from you just to watch where the next mistakes is coming from, you know, if you know what I mean.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, and if there is anything else that I can do for you, even without the coaching, let me know. I'll be here for you.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.